I'm bringing you this week's edition of The Greatest Story Ever Told. The best in live Grateful Dead, live regional bands, and live local jam bands. It's all about the live bands. We like music here, and we are happy to bring it to you, our listeners. I think, well, you know, it's that time of the week to bring out the dead.
Bring out your dead!
And that was Gloria being performed by the Grateful Dead, and that was a rehearsal cut from April 16th, 1979. Rehearsing at Club Front in San Rafael, California. That was pretty nice. I like that. How about you? So we have a pretty exciting show today, a pretty exciting Greatest Story Ever Told. We have Larry Keel calling in for an interview at just after 1 o'clock this afternoon, so be sure to have the radio or the headphones on so you can hear that. And we also have an announcement about some free tickets to Larry's show that we'll talk about a little bit later. I am more than happy to be playing for you at some point in time later today the longest Love Light ever performed, and it is epic. And then we have another Dark Star Orchestra ticket giveaway, so be sure to be listening in to figure out which song I play today, so you can let Ramblin' Rob know on his Facebook page and get your name put into the hat to get a pair of free tickets. And we do almost every week, we have Mr. Ryan Neeley calling in with his On the Road segment to let us know what's going on out in the world of live music. So we have just all kinds of exciting stuff going on. I hope you're excited like I am. Right now, I think I am going to play a tune that was a request from a new friend of mine named Jamie. Facebook name, Jamie La Dude. This is Mexacali Blues. I hope this one qualifies as awesome.
Laid back in an old saloon with a peso in my hand, watch flies and children on the street. Then I catch a glimpse of black-eyed girls who giggle when I smile. There's a little boy and he wants to shine my feet. And it's 3 days ride from Bakersfield and I don't know why I came. I guess I came to keep from paying dues. So instead I've got a bottle, and the girl, she's just 14, and an every case of the Mexacali blues. Hey, is there anything a man don't stand to lose? When the devil wants to take it all away, cherish well your thoughts, keep a tight grip on your booze, 'cause thinking and drinking are all I have today. Hey, 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 hey. Said her name was Billie Jean. No stage line ran from hell. She had raven hair, a ruffled dress, a necklace made of gold, all the French perfume you'd care to smell. She took me up into her room, whispered in my ear, "Go on, my friend, do anything you choose." Now I'm paying for those happy hours I spent there in her arms, with a damn good case of the Mexacali blues. Yeah, is there anything a man don't stand to lose? When the devil wants to take it all away, cherish well your thoughts and keep a tight grip on your booze, 'cause thinking and drinking are all I have today. Town, some thought he was the law. Billie Jean was waiting when he came. She told me he would take her if I didn't use my gun. I'd had no one but myself to blame. I went down to those dusty streets, blood was on my mind. I guess that stranger hadn't heard the news, 'cause I shot first and killed him, although he didn't even draw. And now I spend my lifetime running with the Mexacali blood. Hey, is there anything a man don't stand to lose when he lets a woman hold him in her hands? You just might find yourself out there on horseback in the dark, just riding and running across those desert sands. Hey.
Spider Pig, does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out, he is a Spider Pig.
that wasn't just phenomenal, I don't know what is. That was one smoking Viola Blues from April 12th, 1970, Fillmore West, San Francisco. That was awesome. Thanks, Ramblin' Rob, for picking that one out. I really enjoyed it. Check out The Boiling Point every Thursday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. with news and views of working people fighting for justice around the city, around the country, and around the world. Hear it on The Boiling Point every Thursday afternoon on WAIF 88.3 FM Cincinnati. Alrighty, I think I'm going to play a tune off of an album that I had brought in last week. I think a lot of people aren't real aware of this album. The album is called Blue Incantation. It is Sanjay Mishra with special guest Jerry Garcia. This is track number 5, and it is called Clouds. Sit back and relax. So there you go. Are your ears bleeding like mine are? I think I'm officially going to boycott that song. I don't like it. You ain't woman enough. Donna Jean. On April 2nd, 1973, at the Boston Gardens in Boston, Massachusetts. Does anybody care if I ban that song from this show? I never, ever, ever play it again. If anybody does, feel free to call me 513-749-1444 and let me know you'd like me to keep it in the rotation. Of course, you can also call me and agree with me, but I'll take your silence as agreement. Currently, landowners may donate their agricultural easements to the Ohio Department of Agriculture and receive federal tax benefits. For more information, call 614-466-2732 or visit their website at www.ohioagriculture.gov. Call Hamilton County's Household Hazardous Waste line at 513-946-7700 to find out more about where and how you can safely reuse or recycle your hazardous products. The Hamilton County Department of Environmental Services has a list of locations that accept various types of household hazardous waste for reuse, recycle, or proper disposal. You can also visit online at www.hamiltoncountyrecycles.org. So there you go. A little bit of information for this hour. Alrighty. Oh, I wanted to remind everybody that you can find Ramblin' Rob on Facebook, and you can friend him. You can let him know how Smokestack Cindy is doing. You can let him have some requests for some songs for Smokestack Cindy to play on the radio next week. If you're a band or a musical performer, you can get on there and contact him and let him know you would like to have your music played, or perhaps you would like to come in for a live interview and play some live music here in the studio one Thursday. And you can also get a hold of him and let him know any of those things on via email at ramblinrob883@hotmail.com. All right, up next, I think I'm going to play, this is one of my more favorite tunes. This is Terrapin Station. This is from Red Rocks on July 8th, 1978. This should be good.
Inspiration flow in token rhyme, suggesting rhythm, and will not forsake till my tale is told and done. While the fire lights aglow, strange shadows from the flames will grow till things we never seen seem familiar. Years ago, here beside him stands a man, a soldier from the looks of him, who came through many fights but lost in love. While the storyteller speaks, a door within the fire creaks. Suddenly flies open, and a girl is standing there. Eyes alight with glowing hair, all that fancy paints is fair. She takes her fan and throws it in the lion's den. Of you to gain me tell, will risk uncertain pains of hell. I will not forsake will not take the chance. Sailor gave at least a try. The soldier being much too wise. Strategy was a strength and not disaster. At him, that's how it stands today. You decide if he was wise. Storyteller makes no choice. Soon you will not hear his voice. His job is to shed light and not to master. Just seem vain at last. Some rise, some fall, some climb to get to Terrapin. Counting stars by candlelight, all are dim but one is bright. Spiral light of Venus rising first and shining best. Oh, from the northwest corner of a brand new crescent moon, crickets and cicadas sing, all rare and different too.
I think while we're waiting for Mr. Larry Keel to call in, I will play us a little bit of our homegrown Rumpke Mountain Boys.
Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. Cause it's all been ground down to molasses. You should have been on the river in 1910. They were beating the women like they were the men. Go down, old man, don't strike no more. Don't you rise up till that judgment day's for sure. Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. Cause it's all been ground down to molasses. Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. Cause it's all been ground down to molasses. Captain, don't you do it like you do poor old Shine. Well, you drove that bullet till it went stone blind. Wake up on a lifetime, hold up your own head. Well, you might get a pardon or you might drop dead. Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. Cause it's all been ground down to molasses. Ain't no more cane on the Brazos. Cause it's all been ground down to molasses.
All right, and that was the Rumpke Mountain Boys performing the traditional Ain't No Cane. I really enjoy that one. And right now, I have the pleasure of announcing that on the telephone, I have with me Mr. Larry Keel. Good afternoon, Larry. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome. It's nice and sunny instead of snowing, but it is a bit cold where I'm at. What's the weather like where you're at?
It's about the same here. It's a beautiful day. Got a good snow out of that last storm, and it's just sort of hanging in here today. It's just about 25 degrees, I reckon, up here in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia.
Yeah, do you got some safe drinking water?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good up in the Mexacali for now, but I feel bad for those folks down there, and hope they get that figured out for them.
Yeah, you and me both. So, Larry, just in case we have any listeners who aren't real familiar with your sound, do you want to give us a little background on your band, who the members are, what kind of the history of your band is?
Well, sure. Well, I'll start off with my banjo picker. He's a powerful banjo picker, good songwriter, and a lead singer, and great guitar player, too. His name's Will Lee, and I've known him for, 25 years or longer, from going to different fiddlers conventions and stuff, and played a powerful lot of music together. And on the mandolin, a fellow named Mark Shimmick, and he's been with us about 12 years now, and he's a great singer and songwriter and powerful tenor singer, and just a fireball all the way around. And on the bass, my wife plays the bass, and she's just, I might be biased, but I think she's one of the best there is out there. And she's just powerful tenor and high baritone singer. And we just got a lot of years with everybody in the band, and just very comfortable together, and always need to be that comfortable with people where you can just fire off some new music and just a great time.
You can always be yourself, the best around your own family, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I try to, anyway.
That's awesome. So you want to tell us about some of your musical and lyrical influences?
Yeah, as far as all the influences, I've been inspired since I was a kid by Bill Monroe and Flatt and Scruggs and the Stanley Brothers in the bluegrass world. And my father and brother were big bluegrass pickers at that point, too, and I always had some music going on. So that just sort of stayed with me all my life, that bluegrass music has. And as I grew up, I got into a lot more different things, like Miles Davis and Jerry Garcia and Tony Rice, and and they definitely have influenced my sound and everything. And I guess a lot of the influence of songwriting comes basically from just the people we meet out there and the places we see, and the experiences we have.
Living life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. What do you think about this new trend in kind of mixing all these genres into bluegrass? It seems to be becoming real popular lately.
Well, I see a lot of it. I see a lot of young bands out there, like Yonder Mountain String Band and Green Sky Bluegrass, and a lot of these new bands that, yeah, they're incorporating a lot of different music into their sound, and they're pulling a lot of younger folks over into hearing bluegrass music and getting them interested in it. And I think it's really great that they're doing that, and it's preserving bluegrass music is the way I look at it.
That's how I look at it too. That's awesome. So what do you like best about playing live?
Well, it's just getting out there with a bunch of excited fans and feeling all their energy and trying to connect with everybody and just get everybody on the same page for a couple hours, and just it allows us to create our magic,
Yeah, for sure. That synergy is the best thing ever. I agree. As an audience member, it's what we're looking for too.
I sure do appreciate it out of everybody.
Heck yeah, it takes all of us. So, are you guys recording anything? Have you released anything recently, or what are you working on right now?
We are in pre-production for a new Larry Keel CD, all kinds of original material that we've been writing over the last year, and we want to get it recorded and get it out there to everybody. And I guess the latest things we've had out is our CD Classic that's been out for about a year and a half now, and we also have been on a project called the Bluegrass Project, which is a project that came out about 6 months ago that has a lot of New Orleans musicians on it, horn players and drummers and such, and there's also a good amount of bluegrass style musicians with myself and my wife and Brian McMurray from the Acoustic Syndicate and Woody Woods, who's a great player in Asheville. And it's a cross between the New Orleans and the bluegrass music, because we've sort of researched a lot and found that there's a lot of similar tunes that we all play, like the Old Rugged Cross and Liza Jane, and just a lot of different tunes that have been popular there and in mountain music. So it was neat to get everybody together and create something extremely fresh.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
So, yeah, it's very cool, and I'll make sure y'all get a copy of that over there. I wish I had one right now, but
heck yeah,
make sure y'all get one for sure.
Awesome. So you guys are out on the road right now, or getting ready to, aren't you?
Yeah, we've taken a lot of January off, actually, and it's felt really good. We played a show last weekend. I did solo with the Steep Canyon Rangers here in Charlottesville, Virginia, and that was great. Started the year out with a sold-out show, so that felt really good. And getting ready tomorrow, we're leaving to go play Willie Nelson's club in Hawaii on Maui.
Ooh. That's sweet.
Yeah. So year's starting out pretty daggone good, and we're really fired up about it. And we got a big month coming up, and getting ready to do the Plain Folks Cafe up there. Can't wait to do that. Sounds like a really good time. And just got word this morning that I think there's about 25 tickets left. So. If you want to come out there,
tickets left.
If you want to be there, better get on it. So, we're just fired up as we can be, and like I said, we got all kinds of new music, and just ready to get out there and play it for everybody.
And the date of that is February the 5th, just so everybody doesn't miss out on that.
Absolutely. We'll be fresh back with our. We'll have some Hawaiian air about us, so maybe we'll have a little of that with us, too.
Yeah, maybe you'll bring some sunshine over to this cold state.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just the sunshine in your heart, we'll take it.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll have a bunch of that.
So, where can listeners find your music? Where can they buy your tunes, and where can they maybe stream something or find video?
We're pretty well. We've been woven into the internet pretty thickly. We've got a Facebook page, and we have our website at LarryKeel.com, which is Larry KEEL.com, and I think we've got tons of CDs on iTunes and archive.com. It's just there's a lot of YouTubes with this day and time and all the technology. It's usually out before we're finished the show, so it's pretty amazing.
There's probably stuff out there you don't even know is out there, huh?
No, I'm sure it is, for better or for worse.
I know how that is. I always try and keep my nose clean.
Yeah, but I have to.
So, what's really exciting coming up in 2014? Besides, of course, you recording a new album, but any festivals or anything in particular, personal or musical, that's got you really excited for 2014?
Yeah, I mean, last year was a fantastic year, and this year is looking even more promising. So I just feel truly blessed all the way around, and get to we're going to be playing Merle Fest over in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, which is a tremendous festival. Really happy to be there. Quite an honor. And I think the other cool thing is that Jenny and I will be playing at Bill Monroe's Bean Blossom Park this year.
Nice.
at the John Hartford Memorial Festival, and we're playing with Peter Rowan and Danny Barnes out there, so that's going to be very special.
Yeah, that's a great festival.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Great
And,
family festival.
absolutely. And we're doing a bunch of shows with Kelly Williams this year and some with Jeff Austin. And, man, it's pretty on fire right now and really fresh, so feels good.
Well, that is awesome. So, just a couple more questions for you, Larry, and then I'll let you go. What is your favorite musical memory? And this can be, as a participant in making music or as a listener.
Well, it's really hard. Music is so special for me, and I know for all your listeners, and obviously you who dedicated yourself to putting it out to folks. And, I guess probably the biggest musical memory is learning my first chord on the guitar and hearing what it sounded like, and realizing I helped create it, and just a very transcendental experience,
That's a cool answer. That might be the best answer I've ever gotten to that question, actually.
Oh, shucks.
So, Ramblin' Rob didn't prep you with this question. He likes this one, just popped on everyone. He didn't like any have time to think about it. What's your favorite Grateful Dead song?
Oh, wow. I've been listening to a lot of them lately, too. I'm definitely a big fan of Ramblin' Rose.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I really Black Peter is completely awesome too. There's just there's probably too many to name.
I always just do my favorite one this second, because then I can pick another one the next second and the next second after.
Yeah, exactly.
I have my favorite when I'm depressed, my favorite when I just wake up, my favorite one right after I got done eating.
Yeah, absolutely. I know the feeling.
So, Larry, do you have any charitable organizations or any kind of things like that you would like to give a shout-out to or like to give a mention to so everybody else is aware of them?
Well, we try to work with a lot of different organizations to, we've played benefits for mental health help and all that sort of thing, and we've played benefits for environmental issues, keeping the rivers clean, which is very popular these days. We're trying to, or just we played a lot of them for keeping music in the schools and providing, trying to help raise money to put music in underprivileged, put instruments in underprivileged children's hands, and we're working closely and trying to help raise money for the Tony Rice Foundation. We're always willing to help support a great cause.
You just do a little bit here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And if people need to know more, they can check my website out and see different events we're playing for. And if you want to help support different causes, then please come out and help all you can.
Awesome. Alrighty, that's about all the questions that I have for you, Larry. I always like to leave the very end open to you in case there was anything I forgot to get to that you want mentioned, or in case you have any shout-outs you want to give.
Well, I just appreciate all you're doing to put live music out there, and just I really try to stress to everybody's community to come out and support live music. If you like music, we need your support. It keeps it all going all the way around. It takes all of us, like you said. And you can check us out at our website and Facebook and YouTubes and all that sort of thing. And just it's going to be a really adventurous and fun, fresh new year for us. And we would love to see as many folks as we could at every show.
That's awesome, Larry. I agree with you. Everybody needs to get out and see some live music and experience everything there is to experience. Experience life. Be here now.
Absolutely. Bless your heart.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks so much for calling in and sharing time with us. And everybody be sure to be getting on to Ramblin' Rob's Facebook page and let him know your favorite Larry Keel, the Keels tune, and he will enter you into a hat drawing to get a couple of sets of tickets to Larry Keel. Larry and Jenny will be out at the Plain Folks Cafe on February 5th. Thank you so much for calling in, Larry, and can't wait to meet you in person.
Thank you so much, and can't wait to meet you, and thank all of you for listening, and we'll hope to see you soon.
All righty, Larry, you have a blessed day. Peace out.
All right, you too.
All right, everybody, wasn't that awesome? Heck of a guy. So, again, he's going to be out there at the Plain Folks Cafe, and I think that sounds like a pretty awesome show. I think I am going to play a little Larry and Jenny Keel, and this is from the Shawnee Halloween. This is Magnificent. Here we go.
One, two, three.
Wasn't that pretty? That was Larry and Jenny Keel performing Magnificent. WAIF FM Community Radio is solely supported by memberships, underwriting, and grant contributions. Memberships can be obtained at any time by calling 513-749-1444 or 961-8900. Membership is granted to anyone donating a minimum of $25 to the Real Stepchild Radio of Cincinnati, Inc. Membership includes voting rights at the annual membership meeting. In addition, all members receive our program guide and the WAIF news alert. Please make that call today to 513-749-1444 or 513-961-8900. Or if you prefer to not speak to me or not speak to any individual, you can get online at www.waif883.org and hit the membership button. Be sure to mention the name of this show, The Greatest Story Ever Told, in the comments section so that we, The Greatest Story Ever Told, get credit for your membership, as each show does have a minimum amount of memberships that's required to receive each year. Alrighty, so that Larry Keel interview was pretty cool. What do you think? Be sure to get on to Ramblin' Rob's Facebook page at Ramblin' Rob. That's all it is, Ramblin' Rob. And let him know your favorite Keel's tune to be entered into a drawing for some free tickets to see Larry out there at Plain Folks Cafe on February 5th, which unfortunately is the same day as the Dark Star Orchestra is at the Madison Theater. So, tough choices there, people. Which one to go to, which one to do. If only I could be in two places at once. Alrighty, I think we're going to go on to some more, well, what do you know, Grateful Dead. And this one is Stagger Lee from the Golden Hall Community Concourse, December 28th, 1978. My sister's, 6th birthday. Here we go, little Stagger Lee.
1940 Xmas in the over town. Border. Do you know what he shot him for? What do you make of that? Spin it the line through the lucky dice. Once take a Lee Stetson head. Bio, bio, tell me how can this be? You arrest the girls for turning tricks, but you're scared of Stagger Lee. Stagger Lee's man, and he shot my Betty D. Bio, go get him, or give the job to me. Sweet Julia D. How the hell can I arrest him? He's twice as big as me. Well, don't ask me to go downtown, I won't come back alive. Not only is that mother big, it packs a 45. Your gun shot my Billy dead. Now I'm gonna see him up. She made it to the Lions Club through Billy the Lion's blood. Stepped up to Stagger Lee at the bar, said, buy me a gin fizz love. in the bone. Through the smoke of furry revolver, Adam Jake's the city home. Bio, see you hanging high. He shot my Betty dead, now he's got to die. On Singapore Street, three-piece band on the corner played near my God to me. A dealing whistle, a different tune, what tune could it be? The song the woman sang, sing out, take a
Staggerly, pretty good version. There's a Shriner Hospital for children in your area providing expert medical care to kids with problems of the bones, joints, or muscles, or with severe burns, regardless of the family's ability to pay. If you know a child that the Shriners can help, call toll-free 1-800-875-8580 or check out their website at www.shrinershospitalsforchildren.org. That's right, look them up, people. They're more than funny-looking hatted guys with funny little cars. They do a lot of good, and they offer free medical care to children who are in special need. All right, everybody, this is the time I know a lot of you have been waiting for. This is the Dark Star Orchestra tune of the day. This is one of my favorite tunes, the first song I ever saw the Grateful Dead play live in concert. This is Saint of Circumstance.
Be the
Tiger in the trail. Rain's falling down. 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 Rain's falling down.
So there you go, DSO, Song of the Day, Saint of Circumstance. And that one was from the Wayback Machine. Ramblin' Rob dug way into the archives of Dark Star Orchestra for that one. That one was September 12th, 1991. Alrighty. Teens, everything going okay? Or do you need to talk and no one is there to listen? Call the Neo Teen Helpline at 1-800-272-8336 to discuss any problems. All calls are free and confidential and can be anonymous. Our phones are open weekdays from 2 to 9 p.m., and we are open at other times when volunteers are available. Someone is out there who cares, and they want to help you. Remember, the call is confidential and free. We really do care about you. That's 1-800-272-TEEN. 1-800-272-8336. Teens, nothing's ever as bad as you think it is. Just give it time. That's all it takes is time. Just play some good music until then. Alrighty. I think we're going to play a little bit of Evan Ray next, followed up by, Blues for Allah outtakes. Here we go.
This is a top to, what we use on stage, but it's very, very special because if you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11, and
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? It's not 10. You see, most blokes, be playing at 10. You're on 10 here, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. You're on 10 on your guitar. Where can you go from there? Where?
I don't know.
Nowhere, exactly. What we do is if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
I see the morning light one day when the sun was bright. Instead I saw this clouded sky with the grass below the spot. That I know all too well that you are still out there. I can feel the wind that blows through the locks within your hair. With these footprints that I've left in the spaces left unseen, found you in between collisions of retrospect. This music here just to protect this glimpse of what could be. Like the mind, peace and light beyond. I'm about to see for myself before this time is gone. My words will only say so much, and I know a lot of this is trust. But when I leave this land, I feel your hand in mine should be a must. Now I think you'd understand there is a chance you'd see might exist in honest man. There, my love, it's me. Something about the vibe today, there came another sight. Meaning for this meaning of this meaning of this certain night. Was it chance or circumstance? Could my heart even see? All that lay before me was a glimpse of what could be.
Thank you.
That was a little Rumpke Mountain Boys for you. A little We Howl at the Moon, and they do. And it is 2 minutes after 2 o'clock, and you are listening to WAIF 88.3 FM Cincinnati. For music so ahead of its time, it's standing right behind you. Tune in to On the Way to the Peak of Normal every Thursday night from 10 to midnight. Join your host, Justin Patrick, as he brings you the best in alternative to alternative music, stuff that's dug by hipsters, doofuses, and scorned by mainstream schmucks. So, which side are you on? Tune in Thursday nights at 10 right here on WAIF 88.3 Cincinnati. Growing up can be rough when you're alone. If you're looking for a fun and rewarding way to spend some of your free time, then the Cincinnati Youth Collaborative Mentoring Program may be for you. For more information on the many different mentoring options available, please call 513-475-4165 or visit online at www.cycyoUth.org. When donating to a charity, you may want to be sure that your money is going to a legitimate cause, one that will use your money efficiently. Get the exact name of the organization and be certain that it's not trading on the name of a better-known cause. Find out how the money is being used and whether your donation will actually reach people in need. So there you go. Do your research before handing your money out. All right, so it is Thursday afternoon at just after 2 o'clock, which means it is time for our weekly call-in segment with Mr. Ryan Neeley on the road with Ryan Neeley. How do you do this afternoon, Ryan?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. It's nice and sunny, and we don't have snow falling from the sky.
Oh, that's good. Good. A little cold out, but excellent.
It is freezing, and we're supposed to get a bunch more snow, I hear, on Saturday and Sunday, so you probably will be getting it Saturday evening and Sunday yourself.
Yeah, it kind of comes this way for us.
Yeah, it does. So what'd you do last weekend or over the last week, Ryan?
Well, I had a great weekend, actually. We had a big weekend here in Pittsburgh this weekend. We actually hosted Glow Stick Willie for their first Pittsburgh area appearance. So we had a really good time with them. They're such a great band. You know, the dude on the bass is just amazing. He plays the bass like a lead guitarist. So
good description.
KR3 played with them on Friday night, and it was really great to get them into town and in front of some new people and everything.
And so did they blow Pittsburgh's brains out of their skulls?
They did. So many people were like, "Oh, these guys are amazing," you know. So it's really good to kind of get bands like that in that, you know, maybe they're, I don't know if they've been to Ohio and stuff like that, but the Pittsburgh people haven't seen them yet. So yeah, it was great. They blew a lot of people's minds for sure.
And did I see that it was Buddha's birthday over the weekend, that you got to celebrate his birthday with him?
Yeah, it was actually. He celebrated his birthday at midnight actually. So he had played his set, and right after the set, we had a big toast for him and everything. So and then we had him back to the house here, and then they went actually and played Rob's birthday party the next day.
Yeah, happy birthday to Buddha and happy birthday to Rob, eh?
Yeah, definitely. It was a good weekend for birthdays.
Yeah, I agree. January birthdays.
Yeah.
It's better than death days, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then, and then on Saturday, actually, we KR3 opened for Kusta here in Pittsburgh, and the place was packed. It was, there was a lot of people there. So it was a good weekend back here.
Is hookah big in Pittsburgh?
You know, they are pretty big. Actually, they draw pretty well. They packed the place. I'm sure there were over 100. I think 125 paid or something like that. So that's pretty good for Pittsburgh. You know, it's a tough town and everything, but they packed it. So it was a good night.
That's awesome. So
yeah.
What's coming up? What are you excited about?
Well, today's actually a real big day there in Cincinnati. We have the big Rumpke Mountain Boys pre-post party bus trip because Yonder Mountain String Band is at the Madison Theater tonight in Covington.
Yeah.
So Rumpke is everybody can meet at Stanley's 6 o'clock. Go a little early if you'd like, and you can take the bus. Listen to Rumpke for an hour. Take the bus over to the show, so you don't have to drive or get a DUI or anything. Uh-huh. And then after the show, head on back and let Rumpke will pick until they close the bar down. So
let the good times roll, right?
That's right, exactly. So you can actually go there and get a ticket for the whole thing. I think everything is $40, and yeah, definitely let the good times roll for sure.
You going to be in town for that?
I am not. No, I wish I could. I wish I could be in town, but I will be in town next weekend, actually. So I'm really looking forward to that.
What's next weekend? Is that the 31st already next weekend?
Yeah, actually it is. It is the 31st, so I'll be having
up on me.
Yeah, what's that?
That crept up on me.
Yeah, it did creep up on you. So, we'll be coming out there with Stick Willie at Stanley's Pub on the 31st.
KR3 playing anywhere on Thursday night that week?
I don't think they are, no.
You guys should consider coming into town a day early. I know a cheap place you can stay, cheap meaning free, and maybe you guys could come into the studio and play live.
Yeah, that's something to definitely think about. Yeah. I'll talk to them and see if we can maybe arrange something. That would be amazing.
That would be really awesome for me, too.
Yeah, it would be, for sure.
Well, cool. Well, you talk about that and then get back a hold of me, but what else is going on?
Well, a lot of things are actually coming up. Around Ohio and everything. This weekend, the Mission is having a festival. I think it's called, I'm not sure what it's called, So Love Festival or something like that. So Jams or something. Power Jams, I'm sorry. Tropidelic's playing. A couple of my friends, Izzy and company. That's in Canton. And I think on Saturday, actually, Rumpke's going to be in town in Cincinnati at Shady O'Grady's. So if you want to catch Rumpke on a Saturday night, it's something
this is one of the weeks you can actually do it.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't get to see that too often.
Not in Cincinnati, anyway.
No, not anymore for sure. Rumpke on a Saturday night in Cincinnati would always be, I'm sure, packed. That's what's kind of going on. We have back here, we have Fletcher's Grove in Pittsburgh this weekend. So we're excited about that. And Kent, Ohio, Google will be there at the Outpost Concert Club on Saturday. So a lot of people are going to head that way.
That'll be awesome. I don't know if you were able to be listening earlier, but I had Larry Keel on the telephone for a call-in interview. Did you get to catch any of that?
I didn't. No, I heard about it though. So, he's an amazing guy. Him and Jenny are both amazing musicians. So, how was he on the phone?
Extremely personable. Probably the most relaxed I ever felt during an interview so far, actually. And he's going to be here in town on February 5th at Plain Folks Cafe, and people can get onto Ramblin' Rob's Facebook page and tell them what their favorite Keels tune is, and they'll be entered in a drawing for some free tickets out to that. And that's actually the same night that Dark Star Orchestra is going to be playing down at the Madison in Covington, which I played Sanctum Circumstances earlier, that people can get on to Rob's Facebook page and tell him what song I played and attempt to win another set of tickets to see Dark Star Orchestra. So that's pretty exciting.
Excellent. Well, then tune in next week and we'll give away a pair of tickets to the Stick Willie KR3 show as well. So.
Woohoo! That's pretty awesome too.
Yeah, sounds great.
There you go. Awesome. Well, Ryan, before we let you go, we always like to ask you if you have any shout-outs or mentions or anything that you need to say.
Just want to give a shout-out to the Weir Zoo. So,
awesome.
Good friends of mine back here, so thank you very much.
While I have you on the telephone, I don't know if I do know that it's part of the KR3 family. There was a post online yesterday about the drinking water in Charleston, West Virginia. The post I'm talking about?
Yes. Yeah, Washboard Dave actually has been kind of updating me on it and everything. We're trying to see what we can do to help out with that.
Yeah, well, one of the girls I know has a podcast show called Military Mamas, and that Washboard Dave got me connected with a girl named Maya, who I guess was one of the main speakers at the candlelight vigil they had there about the water. I think it was last week, and I believe she's going to be on the Military Mamas show today, giving more of a voice to the water issue.
Excellent. Yeah, it needs to get out there. A lot of people are just kind of ignoring it and pushing it under the rug. So, we are thinking of you because I know it's kind of in your direct path as well. So,
water is life.
It is. So.
It is. All right, Ryan. Well, thanks for calling in. And
thank you very much. Yeah, we'll speak to you next week.
All righty. Be sure to call about if you guys want to come in early, because I meant that.
Definitely. I'll let you know here shortly.
All right. Peace, brother. I love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
All right. That was Mr. Ryan Neeley. We absolutely love and adore him. All right. So those are your things you can do this week. All kinds of things going on tonight and this weekend and coming up in the next few weeks. So mark all your calendars. Get your dancing shoes cleaned off. Save up your pennies and your allowance, kiddies. Get your tickets and get out there and meet some friends and boogie on down. All right, so I got my PSAs out of the way and promo out of the way for this hour, and this was a request. Ramblin' Rob did tell me who the request was for, but I totally forgot the dude's name. So, dude, I am extremely sorry that I forgot who this was for, but you know you requested it, so this one's for you. This is the longest ever played Turn On Your Love Light from, well, controversially, it is from June 6th, 1969, Fillmore West, San Francisco, California. Jam on, y'all.
Without a warning, you broke my heart. Taking it, baby, torn it apart. You left me standing in the dark crowd. Said your love to me was done. So come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby, and I'm on my knees. Count on your life. Let it shine on me. Turn on your love light. Let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it I get a little lonely in the middle of the night, and I need you, baby, and everything's alright. So come on, baby, baby, please. And I'm begging you, baby, 'cause I'm on my knees. Turn on your light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Hey, let it shine, let it shine, let it at night. And I need you, baby, to make things alright. So come on, baby, baby, please, baby, please. Begging you, baby, I'm begging you, baby. I'm on my knees, I'm on my knees. Shine on your light, with all your light. Shine on me, let's shine on me. Shine on your love, shine on me. Let's shine on me, let's shine on me. Let's shine on me, let's shine on me. Let's shine on me, let's shine on me. Up on me, all I need is your love. I just wanna get your light shining on me. I just wanna get some, that's all I need. Just I wanna get some, that's all I got to have. My love. Early in the morning, it'll shine on me. Early in the evening, it'll shine on me too. All I need, some of your love, some of your love. I don't want it all, I just want a little bit. I don't want it all, no, I just want a little bit. I love. There you're kissing, there you're rolling, there you're riding slow. Just got to have some, that's all I need. Just got to get some, that's all I got to have. Early in the morning, let it shine on me, baby. Late in the evening, let it shine on me. Got to feel alright. Yes, I do. Now wait a minute. I want to tell you all somebody. I just want to tell you all the story. I just want to tell you a reason, maybe. How come I write her so good to me? She gotta be a queen. She's so nice. She's so sweet. Now wait a minute, I'm not gonna tell you all. I'll just tell you a little bit. I'm not gonna tell you all. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about the reason why she make me feel so good. About the reason why she make me feel so good. One thing you ought to know. That's just one thing. Wait a minute now, boy. You ought to know. Please. You got to be all right now. Yes. Yes, you do. But one thing I'm going to tell you about. Just one. I'm going to tell y'all. Yes, I will. 'Cause she got my back. Great big and over there. Putting it on the floor. All around. She was riding. She was like I need my love. My love. Like I need my love. Now wait a minute. I got something to say to all you fellas now. Some of you people, I ain't the only believing. Some of you men, they're standing out there. Now I know you may be standing just right next door to a sweet little thing you like to bring home with you this evening. And I want to tell you something about it too. There ain't no reason you can't take her home with you. And listen, there's something wrong with you. You got to slow down, turn around, say hey, good evening, how you doing? What's your name? Wait a minute. You standing out there now, I know it, because I see you. You're out there someplace. I know you is. And you're standing next to a young lady, and you thinking to yourself, now you can't put me on, man, I know what you're talking about. You're saying, boy, I wish I could get this lady in my bed this evening. I know that's what you're doing, but you ain't doing nothing but standing around with your hands in your pockets. Ain't no way to go, because you got to get together. All you got to do is lean over and say, evening, ma'am, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. What's yours? And I sure would like to take your sweet thing home with me. Yes, I would. So there ain't nobody's fault but your own if you ain't got nobody with you in the bed tonight. No, they ain't. All right, now wait a minute. Now I know you may have a problem like that. I told you how to fix it, but I'm gonna tell you what I do with mine. I just sit up in the bed, and I just reach over my left shoulder. I touch my baby and say, why don't you turn on over? You know she do. No, she do. Because, you know, I got mine. And it feels nice, too. But the fellas that ain't got your own, well, I might not have yours, too. But I'm not telling you nothing about it. I ain't fit to get myself shot, you know. No. Sometimes, one thing I begin to get pretty good. I just had my baby say, come on, darling, why don't you turn on over? Darling, why don't you turn on over? Turn on over. That's all I need. Some of your love. Some of your love. Some of your love. And then again, once I get hungry, get satisfied one time, I might get hungry again, get a little more satisfaction. That happened too. I just gotta reach over again and say, hey, it's all right. And after 4 or 5 times, I have to give a little thing. Gotta give a little action. Gotta give a little thing. A little action. Wait a minute. Like I told you before, when I'm still hungry, I just gotta ask my baby one more thing. One more thing that'll make me feel alright. One more thing that'll make me feel alright. So say, why don't you please turn on your light? Let it shine on me. It's just a little old light, but it feels so good. Just a little old light, got to feel so good. Wait. It will begin to get better. When it begin to get better, sometimes my baby, she begin to call my name. She begin to call my name. But you know, I don't want to answer. She said, Daddy. She said, Daddy. She said, Daddy. She said, Daddy, I said, yes, Mama, what you want? She said, Daddy, how you feel? I said, I feel tired. Then bring it in. Lay some chips on. Lay a few chips on me. Oh, all I got to do. Oh. And then she called me Daddy. I said, what? She began to yell. She began to yell at me. She said, Daddy. I said, yes, Mama. She said, Daddy. I said, yes, Mama. She said, Daddy. Didn't do it now. She said, Daddy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Now, look out. I got me all. Bobby. And when it begins, just to get even better, you got to be alright. You know what, dude? You call me Daddy? I say, yeah. You call me Daddy? I said, Please. And I'm still hungry sometimes, so I can please. But if you turn on your life, turn on your life. Got to be. Now wait a minute. When I still begin, I just to get it home. I just asked my baby. I said, hey, why don't you please shine on your light? Why don't you let it shine on me? Just a little love. That's all I need. A little love. That's all I need. Let it shine up on me. All I need. Some of your love. Got to make me feel alright too. Wouldn't be asking for you. This will make me feel nice. No, I do. But I ask my baby now. Turn on your light. Turn on your sweet light. Let it shine. Shine on me. I see you standing. Let it shine. Shine on me. Alright. Got to make me feel alright too. If you please. If you please. Got to be alright. Got to be alright. I just ask my baby something. Please turn on your light. Let it shine on me. Turn on your light. Let it shine on me. Some of your love. Got to be your love. Got to be your love. Up on me. You my love, got to do me alright. Begin to twist and turn, begin to do all that thing. You my love, you mine, you got to be my love. Some of your life, got to make me feel just like a king. My queen, gotta keep on, gotta keep on, to keep on pushing. My love, my love, I'll be alright. Rolling slow. You're my love. You're my love. Got to be my love. I 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 got to make my feet better nice, put it nice. And sometimes when I begin to get hungry, sometimes when I begin to get lonesome, it's gotta hurt my baby. Stand on your life, stand on me. Stand on your life, stand on me. Let your light shine on me. Let your light some of your love, some of your sweet old love. Oh, just to get some, it's all I need. I said, please. I said, please. Why don't you please turn on your light? Let it shine. Please turn it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Shine on me. And all I need is just a taste. Some of your love. Some of your love. Now all I got to have. Some of your life. Let it shine upon it, bud. I just need some. Just got to get some of your love. Some of your love. That's all I need. Some of your love. That's all I need. Some of your love. All I need. Some of your love. All I need. All I need. All we need. Oh. All we need. Oh. All we need. All we need, all we need, got to be shine on me. Let it shine, shine on me. Let your love light shine on me. That's all I need now. That's all I got to have. I don't want it all, but I just want some. I just want some. Just want some. Some of your love. I just want some. Don't have to be forever. Just be for a day. It don't have to be forever. It just be for a day. If it's all right with you, I'll carry you away. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And that's all I need. Some of your love. Some of your love. I let your light shine. Shine on me. Let your light shine. Shine on me. I just got to get some of your love. Some of your love. Listen to me, man. That's all I need now. I'm telling you a story now. Just got to get some. Why don't you let it shine on me? Let it shine on me. Let it shine on me. Let it shine on me. Some of your love, I just got to get some. Let it shine, and I want it, boy. I just got to look it. Some of your love, looking good. You're looking mighty good. You know you're looking good. Up on me, yeah. Some of your life, some of your love, some of your love in life. Let it shine, let it shine, Bobby, let it shine on me. My love, got a head, got a head. Stop me up, stop me up. Some of your love. So why don't you let your light shine? Let your love light shine on me. That's all I need. That's all I got to have. Just a taste. Got to make me feel pretty good now. Just ask my baby sometime. Say, why don't you turn on your light? Let it shine on me. Yeah, that's all I got to need. That's all. Let me hear you, Bobby. That's all I need. That's all I need. All I need. All I need. Let it shine. Let it shine. Shine on me. Shine on me. Let it shine. Let it shine. shine on me,
shine on me.
Some of your love,
let it shine.
Some of your kissing,
shine on me.
Some of your rolling slow. That's all I got to hear. Seem a long time since I seen somebody just about like you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Long time, my. It's got to be alright. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But sometimes, when I begin to get hungry, I just ask my baby, please, let your light shine. Please, let your light shine on this boy. Let your love shine on my soul. That's all I got to have. That's all I need. Just to lose your love. Just to lose your peace. Got to be alright. If you get on, got to be alright. If you keep on pushing, you got to keep on pushing, mama. Keep on pushing. You got to keep on pushing, mama. Keep on pushing. You got to keep on pushing, mama. Keep on pushing. My love. You got to keep on pushing. Ain't no way. There got to be no way. 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 We got to keep on pushing, pushing, mama. It's alright. Let you get together. You just got to get together. Keep yourself together. And then sometimes you gotta write. Sometimes you gotta wait. You can ask somebody. Say, please, turn on your light. Please, turn on your light. Why don't you let it shine on me? Just a taste. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I got to have. Some of your love. You know you got mine. Give me a little bit back. That's all I need. Some of your love. That's all I need. And to keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. You got to keep on. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only way to do. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. You got to have some. Well, I heard my baby one time. Turn on your light. Why don't you let it shine? Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine on me. Yeah, that's all I got to have now. Ah, my lover. It got to be alright if you let it shine on me. You know I'm looking at you now. Yes I am. Looking at you. Yes I am. You just got to let your light shine on me. Just a little taste. Let it shine on me. That's all I need. Let it shine on me. All I need. Let it shine on me. My love. I just need light. Get everything together now. Give me a little light. I can't see nothing. Well, I know light. And I can't see nothing without a little love light. Yeah, Lord.
Shine on me.
Got to be alright.
Shine on me.
Got to let your love shine.
Shine on me.
Shine up on me. You my love.
Shine on me.
Got to be my love.
Shine on me.
Are you my love?
right, so that was the longest Turn On Your Love Light ever performed. 46 minutes and 59 seconds. And keep it on. And I also found out that, well, it was Pete who requested that. So, Pete, thanks for requesting that because, well, I got to enjoy it since you requested it. Hope you enjoyed it. And I am Smokestack Cindy, and this has been another episode of The Greatest Story Ever Told. Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all have a great week. And I like to remind everybody every single week that if you'd like to make a difference in your child's life, sit down and enjoy a meal with them. You'd be surprised at the results. Those kids who never want to open up, well, they just might start talking to you. So, y'all have a great week. Love ya. Peace out. We got Phil and Nate in next with Boiling Point.